Wow, that was an intro. That I let you take control of the intro, and that was actually adorable.
Really?
I loved
You
that.
like the little ghost?
I thought that was super cute. I don't know how you did that, but I'm glad I let you take charge of that. Because I don't know the first thing about doing anything like that.
That's why I did it.
Hello, everybody. We have some moderators behind the scenes, so if you see some funny things pop up or some funny things happen tonight, they have way too much control that they shouldn't have. So be prepared for that. Welcome to our first episode of our new and improved live show. We have a couple quick things about our channel we want to get into before we start all the shenanigans.
So if you're joining us for the first time, if you've never seen us go live before,
we're sorry.
Very sorry. If you're coming back, welcome back. But if you haven't been here before, this is not your usual live stream, at least for Satori and I. We like to have fun. This is where we get to be ourselves a little bit, and
which could be good and could be bad depending.
Yeah, you're going to see some different segments tonight. So for those that don't know, Satori and I, we own a haunted museum full of a bunch of haunted items, and every live show that we do, we're going to showcase one item and kind of go over a little bit of the backstory behind these items. So you get a little taste of that. And then we also have some other segments that we're going to get into as well.
Yes, some older segments that we did on our last live show, and a couple new ones or a couple new twists to them, which we'll get into. Actually, a lot of most of the segments we have to do with like you guys sending in certain questions and things like that. I will be choosing somebody from the live show tonight to kind of read advice cards to. So not like a paranormal communication method that you know of kind of reading, more advice card kind of reading. And I'll have Cody try to give you his interpretation of a card reading as well. So we'll choose somebody random every show to do that. But we also will be doing more with our channel in general, not just the live show. So if you're disappointed that you just have to listen to us talk for an hour here, don't worry, there's more that's going to be coming to
that. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight, and like Satori said, we're going to be starting to upload videos on this channel. We have a lot of fun things in store. Of course, a lot of people want to see us do our method, so we are absolutely going to be posting videos of us going to different locations and doing that with a little bit of a twist. So it'll kind of be fun. If you're into that type of thing, then definitely subscribe and make sure the notifications are on. And also, this show is brought to you by Dead Air Full Spectrum on YouTube. So if you haven't gone over to Dead Air's channel as well, definitely check that out. They have paranormal content multiple days a week that is live. New show coming up next Thursday as well.
Yes, so we are doing this show bi-weekly on Thursdays. The other Thursday that we will not be doing our show on is actually going to be taken over by a couple of friends of mine I'm super excited for. They're going to be talking about all things metaphysical, spiritual, that side of stuff. So if that's your thing, definitely check out the other Thursdays as well. So she's probably very nervous that I just dropped her show and announced it on ours, but I wanted to do that for her. So there's going to be that, but yes, stay tuned on our YouTube page. We're going to be doing all sorts of crazy stuff, investigations, other fun things, just video vlogging, all sorts of stuff. So I'm excited for that.
Yep. So if you have any questions throughout the night about anything to do with Satori and I, definitely feel free to write them in the chat. Our friends behind the scenes, Ken and Aaron, will be happy to put a little star next to them so we can put them on the screen and answer them to the best of our abilities. So feel free to do that. Also, a couple quick thank yous that we want to give real quick. A couple super chats. You guys are not obligated to send super chats or anything like that, but we definitely appreciate it when you do. So thank you to Claire and Android. Thank you very much. We're glad to be back as well. And Harper, what does Harper have to say? Glad you're doing a live here to support.
Thank you
we
so
appreciate
much.
it.
I appreciate that. Yeah, again, this could be a really good thing for you guys. We're here to entertain you. But also we're probably going to embarrass ourselves, bicker on camera, everything you could probably imagine we'll probably be doing on this live show. There's no structure here whatsoever. So let's see how this goes.
Yeah. One more thing to say before we jump into the first segment is this show is going to end at 9 p.m. Eastern. Starting at 9:15 p.m., we do our bonus show for our museum Patreon members. So if you haven't become a Patreon member, there's a bunch of people in there, all like-minded people that really support us, and without them the museum definitely wouldn't be what it is today. So we do a bonus show just for museum members. So if you want to become a museum member, just go to patreon.com/hauntedmuseum, and you get to watch the bonus show. I think the lowest tier is $3, and it kind of goes up from there, and there's other perks and benefits that you can get through there. So
thank you so much. We can't wait to see you too.
Michigan Paracon. We'll definitely be at Michigan Paracon next week. So if you're coming up, definitely say hello. We'll be there. All right.
We ready to hop in instead of boring all these people with us talking?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, let's go. Thank you guys so much. Is this going to be the same music every segment?
Yes.
You couldn't find anything else? You're like, let's just see how many times Satori can take the same song over again. I like that.
That's the point.
I'll take it. I'll see how long I can last with that.
All right.
I shouldn't be on a live show. I shouldn't be given the opportunity to have a live show. I really shouldn't.
We'll see how this goes. All right. So welcome to Object of the Week. So this is when we pull one of our case files from the museum. Now, there is a tier on our Patreon where you can get one of these sent to your house every month. And we kind of pull case files that we've already sent to patrons because they're usually the first ones to read this type of stuff. So we're going to go a little overview of what this case file is. So I'll put a picture of what the object is up first, and then we'll kind of read a few segments out of the case file so you kind of get an idea of what was happening here. So this is the object. And if anybody gets any feelings off of this or any strange emotions, definitely feel free to write them in the comments. You're not going to get possessed by looking at it. I promise you. Everything will be fine. Just if you feel anything, though, just leave a comment. We'd love to hear about it.
Yes, we definitely wanted to start off strong by going over a dark room object, which we don't usually do. But we were like, let's just put this up here and see how it goes. Do you want me to read that first? Are you going to read that?
All right. So I'll start with the email, and then we can kind of go back and forth here. So this came in September 4th of 2017. So we blocked out the names for their privacy here. So this is Blank, Blank's friend. She's actually the one who told me to contact you. I was walking the trail across the street from my house, and I came across a ritual site. There was also this ornate-looking dagger or knife, not really sure what to call it, that was next to it. So I brought it home so no one would get hurt or play with it. I was going to throw it away, but Blank said that could lead me down a dark path. I'm hoping you can help take this off my hands. Thanks, and I hope to hear from you soon. So most people that want to donate an object or need assistance with an object, they usually email us through our website or Facebook or something like that, and that's how we get the ball rolling. And then we ask them a bunch of questions to kind of get the full story on what's been happening here. So we'll read a few bullet points here on some of the backstory and what was happening with this thing.
Most of the time it's a case and emails and donations and things like that, but I have to also admit that there have been times that boxes have just shown up that just have items in them with not a lot of information. So we've gotten our fair share of that as well. So how is the object obtained? Approximately 2 weeks ago, the client began to observe groups of people in, quote, black hooded robes entering the woods across the street near the cemetery. As soon as she noticed them, she assumed it was a cult because of this particular cemetery being known for occult activity. She had just never witnessed it with her own eyes, the people gathering. After seeing them the first time, she always made sure that her and her daughter remained inside when the sun went down. This past Sunday, 9/3/17, the client went for her usual walk through the path in the woods, and this is the path that she takes every week. So when she walked up to that area, that's when she went to where the group was. That's where she found that dagger next to the ritual site. It was sitting next to the ritual site. None of the kids in the area, she didn't want any of the kids in the area to go near it, touch it, take the dagger, mess with it, hurt themselves in any way. So she decided to take that dagger because she believed it was involved in whatever ritual was going on. And again, for safety reasons, she ended up taking it home, cleaning it off, and keeping it in her home until we were contacted.
And then a few other things started happening inside of the house that really led her to believe that the dagger was behind some of these things that were happening. So, unexplained anomalies with electrical devices. The client's laundry area is in the basement where the dagger is being stored. On multiple occasions, her washer and dryer has either shut off or malfunctioned since the dagger has been brought into the home. Lights have also flickered on and off by themselves. The client states that the only time she has seen the lights do that is when there is a bad thunderstorm in the area. So, of course, there could be normal explanations for these claims, the lights flickering and things like that. There could be electrical issues and things like that. But when you have multiple different things that all start to happen as soon as something new is brought into the home, that kind of leads you to believe that maybe there's something a little more going on with this object than what you may think.
So, manipulation of objects. The client has come home to find the basement door wide open. This is very unusual because whenever she comes up from the basement, she locks the door from the upstairs. The first time this happened, she thought someone may have broken in while she was out of the house, but nothing was out of place and all the doors and windows were still locked. For unexplained odors, on 3 occasions, the client and her daughter have smelled a strong scent of, quote, dirt or mud emanating from the basement, a very earthy smell. Again, this is something that has never occurred and has brought the client and her daughter to become fearful of their own home. So they felt when they brought that dagger in, that's when these experiences started to happen revolving around the basement where it was being held.
Unexplained voices. The evening that the dagger was brought home, the client went down to her basement to finish some laundry and claimed that she heard a, quote, whispering voice coming from the bulkhead area where the dagger was placed. The voice was telling the client to, quote, come closer. This was something she had never heard before, and there has never been any paranormal experiences witnessed in this home previous to that dagger coming into the house. So, of course, you
heard a whisper saying, come closer in your basement in the dark, what would you do?
Oh, I'm out.
Yeah, you'd be like, no thanks, I'm good.
Yeah,
that's what I pretend I didn't hear it.
It's a totally different story when it's in your own home.
Yeah, absolutely. But I could just imagine like it happening and us just being like, no, we're all set.
Yeah,
you can hang out
See
over
ya.
there.
The basement is yours. You're now doing the laundry.
we asked for you to pay rent or something, please.
So long case file short. We ended up making a visit to the house. And of course, Satori and I's goal is not to make the biggest museum, the biggest collection in the world. We always try to talk the client into other options, setting our ground rules and different things we can advise to help keep their object. Because a lot of times it's something that means something to them. It's their object. They own it. So the last resort is removing it from the home. We've been nicknamed the foster home for haunted items because we always give the option that if you want your item back, all you have to do is call us up and we'll send it back to you. But to this day, 500 plus items later, nobody has called to get their item back, which is pretty interesting. So we went to the house, and this is a little different. She didn't purchase this. This wasn't passed down. She found this, and she did not want it in her house anymore. Like we said at the beginning, she wanted to throw it away. So she donated it. And since it's been in the museum, we haven't really included it in any traveling exhibits, but the few people that have seen it in person have claimed to get, a strange feeling in their stomach and dizziness and headaches and things like that. So could there be something with it? There could be. We're not really sure. We, of course, can't confirm.
I did see a couple of comments talking about being careful. Ooh.
We frozen?
Are we frozen? Did we freeze? What happened? Are we frozen? Uh-oh.
Might have to log back in. Yep.
Frozen. Oh no, we're frozen. Hopefully we come back.
Everything's frozen.
Oh no. Is it the connection?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it says somebody said our audio is good. Our voices are working.
Uh-oh.
You can hear us. See, we knew this wasn't going to go great without some sort of problem. Bear with us for a second, everybody. Definitely frozen. Well, it's fine. Do we look cute? Be honest. Do we look cute? Keep talking. Oh, gosh. Somebody said unplug and replug the camera. But the whole thing is frozen.
All right, hold on.
Bear with us. What is going on? I think you guys broke our system.
Yeah, everything's freezing up over here.
You guys broke our system. We do look cute. Thanks, guys. I'm really trying here.
Oh, isn't this wonderful?
Oh, this is weird. What's going on?
I'm not sure.
Is the system gonna like catch on fire? Watch this.
I have the wheel of death on the computer right now.
Wheel of death. Oh no. Should we try this?
No, that's not going to do anything.
I feel like it might.
All right,
let's try that.
Try doing that.
Let's see if that messes anything up. Hold on. Oh, don't say that. I look perfectly normal. The story's cursed, actually. Maybe we shouldn't have started off with this dagger. Now we're thinking about it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right, Ken and Aaron, I might have to log out for a sec.
Can you guys try to boot us or something? Can they do that?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, this is embarrassing. Here we go. We're going to be talking about this for the next couple weeks.
Aaron or Ken, feel free to come on and cover for 1 second.
Too funny? Oh, I'm glad we can still entertain you while this is happening. Guess what face I'm making right now? You have to guess.
All right, Aaron's on. All right, I'm going to log out real quick. Be right back.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right, I'm unmuted now. You guys can go out, reboot if you need to. Aaron and I will do a song from our latest album. Aaron's muted too. Yes.
That's because the dog was barking earlier.
She said.
He stopped for now. So all
All
that
right.
last.
Are they gone? Are they
I
gone?
don't know. It looks like they're still logged in to me. I don't know if we need to boot them. Take them off the screen first. Let's try that.
Okay. All right. So I just want to make sure because their screen's frozen. Okay. So here's what's happening, folks. You know, the screen is frozen, but it still remains on there. So I'm not sure if that. Okay. They're gone now. They're gone.
Let's log back in.
Finally. Over. Hey, listen, everybody in chat tonight, awesome. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. Nice to have them back. Nice to hear all the bickering and arguing and fighting. God, I miss that so much.
I love it. I love it. It's nice to have this show back. I always really love this show because, you know, I think for a lot of people, you don't realize how much you get to learn about them personally, especially like when they get into the paddle sessions and stuff like that. You just learn all kinds of random facts about the two of them, which I think is kind of fun for people because they get to know them a little bit more personally, like we do a little bit, which is nice. And, you know, this is kind of their happy place, their fun place. So, I don't think we're going to be covering anything about the drama that's going on around our former employers. So just go ahead and take that one out because this is their happy spot. You know what I mean?
The crazy part. Lona, you are far too late for that. Love the Bigfoot hat. Really, it's cool. Picked it up in New York.
I love the hat.
Picked it up in New York.
Is that where you got it? Like on the side of the road, or like on the downtown from all the vendors there?
I know, right? But This is the first of many things that are going to be on this channel. And thanks everybody for donations. As they say, you don't have to do that, you know,
Right.
but you know, it's awesome. And it's terrific that you think so highly of them. We do too. But bringing this back is sort of like a streak of things that we're going to be doing on this channel. Might as well plug the channel.
Might as well. We got free time, you know?
That are meant to make you laugh a little and make you enjoy things because, you know, gone the other way enough already. So we want to bring some laughter back to you. And so the things we have coming up, you know, just hang in there and you'll see what I mean.
Yay!
Hey guys,
Never normal. It's never normal.
you're not getting paid for those 5 minutes, you know.
Well, I don't expect to.
Always something.
I knew it
Always
was
something.
it was too smooth. Something was going too well. And I knew it would happen. We updated our systems and everything. Like it was perfect. Yeah, we should have known.
Mhm.
We
All
should have
right. If
known.
we have to go over 5 minutes,
Hey.
we'll make up for this.
The old saying, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth, right? And then it just goes sideways. All right.
Okay.
All
Bye.
right. Thank you.
All right, we're back. Did you miss us?
All right. Real
Man.
quick. Thank you to Beyond the Badge
Thank
Paranormal. Thank you very
you.
much. And Brendan, thank you.
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it. Again, you guys don't have to do this, but of course we appreciate it. Thank you.
Hopefully that was a bit amusing. It's
Oh my
never
gosh.
dull. When I tell you it's never dull, I mean it. I'm not lying. All right, where
Unbelievable.
were we? What were we talking about?
I'm not sure what. Well, apparently the audio worked, so they heard.
They heard
us.
everything. Did they hear you under your breath when we left? Please listen back after the show because Cody may have dropped some colorful language, and I think it did. You guys did hear it.
Oh,
So,
good.
but it was a whisper. So, where are my puppies? The puppies are sleeping right now. They are taking a much needed nap after being troubled all day, every day. So I will make sure at least on one show I somehow manage to get them and bring them on camera. I should try that. Do you think that would work?
Yeah.
I think that would work.
I think it would.
I think
I think it would
so.
work.
I think so. They probably bark though
We
once
can
they
try
see
it.
themselves.
Yeah, they'd probably freak out.
They probably would.
Yeah.
But I would totally do that. Okay, so what is next on this list?
right,
Are we
let's-
gonna get booted again,
No,
or
I hope not.
I
We'll
hope
see.
not. Explaining
We're finishing
museum
the case
Patreon perks.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So there's different perks on Patreon. Different perks on Patreon.
They're like,
and-
I'm not signing up for extra of this. Are you
Just
kidding
go
me?
check it out. I'm done with that. All right. Let's move on to the next segment and we'll explain it.
Oh man, we're doing couple questions.
Yes. All right. So wow.
Okay.
Thank you, Amanda.
Oh, thank you so much, Amanda.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. We appreciate that. All right. So if you haven't seen this segment before, this is kind of fun for Satori and I. Sometimes most times we learn something that we did not know about each other.
Oh, this is the questions? The couple
yes,
questions?
so,
Okay.
Satori and I have prepared a couple of questions for each other. We're going to go back and forth. And if you have an answer to one of these questions, if you think you can apply it to yourself, feel free to leave it in the comments. We'd have a laugh reading them after the show, of course. But we'll start. Ladies first.
Do you actually have questions, or is ladies first just your way of saying I need to come up with questions?
I actually have questions written down in my notes.
How much time did you take to actually make these questions?
It actually took me a while because I couldn't think of anything.
Okay. All right. So my first question for you, all right. You're trapped in an abandoned building with someone who's trying to unalive you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The crazy scenario, right? The person has you backed in the corner. You're terrified. What do you say to try to convince them to let you out alive? Like, how would you be like, don't do it? What would you say? Or do? How about that?
please don't do this.
I don't know if that's gonna be very
No, I'd be like,
convincing.
hey man, how are you? Assuming it's a man.
You've already run from them and they got you in the corner and you're
Yeah.
like, hey man, actually.
You don't need to do this. We can come to a solution. We can go have a drink or
Like Michael Myers has you backed into a corner
oh, if
right
it's
now.
Michael, I could run from Michael Myers. He walks.
But he always somehow catches you.
He won't catch me.
How would you convince him?
Well, he doesn't talk. How am I supposed to have a conversation
Okay,
with him?
think of anybody like
It's
that.
Michael Myers.
Anybody, any of one of them horror movie ones.
I
That's what I was watching a horror movie while I was thinking of this.
if there's one thing I've learned from watching horror movies is that after you knock the guy out, don't just sit there and wait. Seems like every horror movie, they knock the guy out, they do whatever to him, and then they just sit there instead of running.
Okay, all right.
And I'm going to make sure my car works too, because that's another thing in the horror movies that nobody can get their car started. So I'm
So
going to make sure that wherever I go to these creepy buildings, that I have a good working car.
Okay, so you're backed into the corner. It's your final moments. You're just like, hey man, let's figure this out. Let's talk. Let's talk
I
through our
think
feelings.
I could find some common ground with anybody.
You really think so?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think I should.
Somebody said bribe them.
Bribe them with
Yeah.
what?
They said, I think beer and nachos is what they
Yeah,
said.
see, that's what I'm.
That
I'm on
sounds
the
pretty
same.
bad. Like you're being chased and all of a sudden you're just like, here, I have some nachos.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Or
Dude,
be like,
is
we're gonna
this
go
really
get some
worth it?
nachos.
This
or...
is not worth it. Let's go to the pub up the street.
Okay. All right. I'll forget everything you've done in the past. Let's just go get some nachos down the street. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What's your question?
Oh, my question.
Yeah. What's your question?
If you decide
you.
to come back as a spirit to haunt someone, what type of spirit would you come back as?
Like
Like a shadow figure, an apparition, full-bodied apparition.
the thing that people think chases them up the stairs when they turn the lights off.
Oh my gosh!
I want to be that
walked-
thing. I want to be that thing. Like when you turn the lights off and you feel like something's chasing you in the basement up the stairs. That's what I want to be.
Oh my gosh!
That's what I'm gonna come back as.
Oh
I
my
think.
gosh, that's terrible.
I think so.
Oh, somebody donated a snack for the puppies.
Aw, thank you so much. I'm gonna have to make a video about going and getting a snack for the puppies now on our YouTube
And
page.
Tom, thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate it.
Okay, but my question. Wait, what would you do? Because I would be that thing.
Oh,
What
I'm
would you
coming back
do?
as a shadow figure.
You would?
Yeah.
Like in the corner
One
of the
them
bedroom,
8
like
foot
kind
tall
of.
shadow figures.
Oh my
with just the
gosh.
white eyes.
Oh my gosh! And that's all you do? You just stare at people in their room in the middle of the night? Like, is that your thing? Or
Well, not anybody. That'd be creepy. if I
no,
did
like,
that.
but that like the top hat man, almost like how
Yeah.
he's always in the corner of the room.
Yeah.
Like that's what you plan on doing?
Yes.
Okay. If you haven't heard of the Top Hat Man, search up the Top Hat Man. It's kind of scary. I've actually seen that. All right, 2. This is kind of the same thing. You get to be a spirit for a day. What is your to-do list while you're on the other side? Like, let's say you have 3 things that you're gonna do.
Haunt person I won't name, number 1. Haunt person I won't name, number 2. Haunt person no name, number 3.
You have like a revenge list of like people
I
you're
think
gonna haunt?
everybody has a list of people they want to haunt.
Okay. All right. You're gonna have to tell me after
And my
the show
list
who
is
these
getting
people are.
longer and longer the longer we're on YouTube.
Oh yeah, actually, that's actually he's got a point. But we're just gonna roll with it. Oh, see, it's actually a very famous apparition that people have seen, the Top Hat Man. If anybody has seen a spirit or an apparition of a man with a top hat, very tall, dark shadow figure, definitely let me know. It's actually one of the most cited.
Yeah, we actually have an object in the museum. You know, the Etch-a-Sketch that
The
somebody sent
Etch-a-Sketch.
in. They were getting messages written on the Etch-a-Sketch in a kid's room that wasn't old enough to work this thing. And
drawings.
they sent us pictures of, and they sent us the actual Etch-a-Sketch with the last message written in it. And they were also seeing the Top Hat Man, the child was, in their room. And I remember communicating with Mike Ricksecker, who is like the go-to guy when it comes to shadow figures and the Top Hat Man and all that. And he had actually not heard of the Top Hat Man appearing with an actual object before, which is kind of interesting. So,
It is interesting.
So maybe we'll showcase that object on a
We should.
museum show sometime.
We should. I
That'd
think
be
we
pretty
should.
cool.
I think it's your turn for a question.
My turn. All right. Let's say you met Bigfoot, an alien, and a skinwalker.
Did you like find my list
No.
and write similar questions?
Oh.
I think you did.
Well, let's hear my question. Let's say you find Bigfoot, an alien, and a skinwalker. You're in the same room with them, and you didn't have your cell phone. Which one would you best be able to prove to the public that you met?
Alien, skinwalker, or Bigfoot?
Yeah, you're in the room, all of them together. No
I
camera.
would probably just start crying. I don't know if I'd think that far into it.
You then leave the room and you come see me and be like, hey, I just met this thing. And I'm gonna be like, I don't believe you. How do you prove it?
I don't know. Could I ask them to give me something to bring to you? I would probably
What'd you ask?
I would probably try to make friends with them. I would talk to the alien first, I think. I feel like the alien would be more equipped to have something to give me to show and prove. Like some sort of technology or something. I feel like Bigfoot, if Bigfoot is just like an animal creature, I would be terrified to even try talking to Bigfoot because I feel like it would just be like talking to a wild bear.
That would be the one I would choose, though.
Really?
You get a piece of his hair and then run away.
Really?
Yeah, because then they can DNA test that and stuff.
Well, they're just going to say that it's not something they know of. Like, would that be enough proof? It'd be like, this is foreign to us.
It's a step in the right direction to back up my story.
I guess so. I'm not going near that skinwalker because I wouldn't make it out of the room. I'm good. I know. I'm all set. All right. Would you rather, this is why I was asking, would you rather fist fight Bigfoot or be possessed for a day? Answer these questions in the chat too, please. Would you rather fist fight Bigfoot or be possessed for the day? Don't read their answers. Look at me. Look at me. Would you?
There's an absolute promise that I'm not possessed by midnight.
What is this, like Cinderella?
You said just for the day.
I guess so. I guess so, if you want the rules.
Yeah, I'll go with the possession.
You'd really get possessed? I don't know, because then I'm not in control of what happens. Oh my gosh. See, they shouldn't be moderating.
Ken's going with Bigfoot.
Okay.
All right. I
don't know, because I feel like both chances I could not make it out.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
That's true.
I don't know.
If I know what's happening ahead of time, I'll call somebody like John Zaffis to be there ahead of time.
Just like, hey man, I had to make some deals. Yeah. Can you meet me down the street in like 10?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's okay.
All right, my turn?
Yeah.
If you had an entrance song every time we arrive to an investigation, what song would it be?
An entrance song?
Yeah, every time we show up, there's a song playing. What song is it?
I don't know, like Back in Black, AC/DC. That's why I put it as the promotion for the show. Because I think it's like, because it's almost a song where it's like, haha, we're back. And everybody there would be like, here they are again. You'd hear that guitar and the drums in the beginning, and they'd be like, oh no. I want people to hear us and just go, here they are again.
I'm picking that Jackson 5 song.
What song?
A, B, C.
Oh, no. No. Oh, God. ABC. Yeah, I guess that would work too, wouldn't it? All right. Do we have time for one more, or do we have to move next segment?
No, we can do one more.
All right. ABC. What is one thing I do during our investigations with our communication method, or just on an investigation in general, that annoys you? Like,
that annoys me?
What do I bring?
The alphabet.
The alphabet? What else are we gonna do? What, me saying the alphabet annoys you?
I wouldn't say, no, I just kind of zone out now.
Okay, I'm going to make you do the alphabet from now on.
You have.
I know, but like now it's going to be your thing.
Okay.
That's...
And you'll see exactly what I mean.
So just
when you
me
get to
talking.
the 10,000th. No, I love when you talk.
Do you?
Yes.
The second you took to actually think about it.
I love when you talk.
Okay, all right.
But I think anybody, it's like listening to the same song on repeat over and over and over again. I think it would, I don't know, makes me zone out now.
sometimes if everybody in the room hears something and I don't hear very good all the time, and like I'll just be in another world, I'll miss it, I'll miss hearing something, and or I mess up and say I say something or ask the same question again, and the faces you make to me, like when everybody in the room's like, what? And then you just look at me and go, like it's the faces you make sometimes are so annoying. But other than that, that's it.
All right, let's see if any of you guys have questions. All right, so I see a question from Bonnie. Are you guys doing any more videos with Sam and Colby? Not sure.
I'm not sure. If they ask us, I'm sure we can talk about it. As of right now, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff on our YouTube. So we're super excited for that, and we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, I mean, they're great people. We still
talk to them. A lot of people
Yeah.
ask us about that. We do still stay in contact with them.
Really great people. Do you guys believe in God? I think with Satori and I, we have our own religious views and backgrounds that we come from, and I think that's the great thing about the paranormal is that everybody can have their own beliefs.
Yeah,
and we all kind of meet in the middle.
I'm
It's a
optimistic of everything.
big melting pot of of things.
I like to hear I like to learn from what I'm experiencing, and I like to hear from everybody. I think being educated on everything is so important, you know, so that's my standpoint on it.
Lona, who made Satori's necklace?
Oh, okay, so I have two on. So one is a bumblebee jasper. This was not made by me or my mom, but I love this one either way. This one was made by my mom. So I have an Etsy page, and we make jewelry, crystal jewelry, necklaces, bracelets, all sorts of stuff. And my mom wire wraps for necklaces. I'll choose the stones or the items, and she'll wire wrap them. So right now I have a little beetle, and it was already passed away. It was not, preserved while alive or anything like that. I don't like that at all. But I like curiosities and stuff, so I do have a little beetle that is wire wrapped. So that was my mom.
And Lona was a museum Patreon member, so
Yes.
thank you very much for your question.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It affected everybody differently. Everybody has their own opinions on it, and we appreciate and love everybody no matter their opinions. So just put that on the record. We like to bust each other up. We like to make, a lot of fun about it. So if anybody makes any jokes, it won't hurt our feelings. We're about having a good time here.
Will you ever come to England?
Yeah,
I'd love to.
There's a lot of history in Europe. And I would like to travel all around Europe and try our method in different areas and see what happens.
All right, here's Nigel, another Patreon member. If you had to tag team against Michael Myers, who would go first?
I would expect Cody to do that.
I'm going first, and I'm taking him out. So Satori, all she has to do is film it. Absolutely.
Film it.
No one's going to believe it.
Hey guys, we're live right now from an abandoned building with Michael Myers. And if you subscribe to my channel, I will keep this going so you can see Cody fight Michael Myers. That would be me in the background. Just
I would hope so. You need to get it on film.
Just imagine you fighting. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Oh, that would be so funny. All right, what do we...
have you been to Pennsylvania?
Many times.
Many times.
Very haunted state. There's
yeah.
a lot of paranormal stuff in Pennsylvania.
Mary Stegmeyer Mansion. We did a couple events at.
We have investigated in Gettysburg. We're actually going to be investigating in December for an event in Gettysburg area, which we're super excited for.
Yep.
Thoughts? Gettysburg, I feel like holds a lot of energy in general just because of what it has seen in history. That could be residual, intelligent, all of it. And I think not even just because of the battles. There's so many historic locations there that just have a lot of energy in them. That's what I would say.
One more question before we go to the next segment, and then we'll do some more questions after that. From Bonnie, are you guys going to start vlogging your day-to-day life?
I think so.
Sort of, yeah. In a paranormal twist type of way.
Because I don't want to bore you guys and be like, hey guys, here's my plans for the day. Gonna go get a snack. Like that's, I don't want to bore you guys because that's really my life. So we're gonna do, all the fun things. We're gonna go to different locations questions, investigate, work with other people. We've already been in talks with some of that stuff. Do really funny things as well, which we're in the works of for this fall. So I can't wait to upload some really funny like reaction videos of us doing stuff. So I'm super hyped for that as well.
All right, you ready to go into the next segment? This segment is new.
Oh, is this that segment?
Yes,
I thought that was the end segment.
it can be the
It's
end
up
segment.
to you. What do you
Or you
think?
can switch it if you want.
No, I don't care.
I think
You like it there?
I like it there.
Okay. Am I doing one or two?
We'll see.
Okay, we'll see what
All right,
happens.
here we go.
All right, so this is a segment that I lightly mentioned at the beginning of the show. So what I have some advice cards. So not necessarily, tarot or anything like that. I like to read, oracle and advice cards. Those are kind of my thing. So what this segment is I will choose one, maybe two people from every show. So if you want to have a chance to be chosen, definitely just say me in the chat and
Yep,
I
type
will
me.
choose randomly. Do not be upset if you miss that opportunity because I have a after show. And that will give me the opportunity to do more readings for people if you go on our Patreon. And every time we do this show, I will choose people. So you will have chances every time. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Dead Air. I appreciate that. So please don't be upset if I don't choose you. We will have many, many opportunities.
Yep. So in a second, we're going to. Sorry to cut you off. I didn't mean to.
That's fine.
So in a second, we're going to choose one person or maybe two in the comments, and then during the bonus show, we'll probably do some more for museum members afterwards. So.
And you can unsubscribe right after if you wanted to. We're not holding you to any requirements here, okay? Also, the fun twist about this is Cody's going to also be giving his interpretations to cards. Yep, that's what we're going to do.
I am?
Yes, he
I
is.
am not any sort of card reader
No,
or
he's
anything.
going to. He's really good. And if anything, it'll make you laugh. We call it Cody's Cards on Patreon. So any Patreon people will know. And let's see what we get.
All right.
But it's going to be advice cards. I'll read the advice card, tell you what it could mean. There's multiple interpretations to card readings, okay?
All right. Just so we are fully out of this, we're not going to pick the person. Aaron, if you want to just put one person's comment that said me on the screen, and we'll do that one first. Aaron again. All right, me. John the movie guy.
All right, let's see what comes up here.
I think
all
I
right?
know John the movie guy.
All right. So this is an Archangel card. You will soon receive some positive news. Yeah, sure. You want me to show it right here? All right.
Okay.
You will soon receive some positive news. The channels for clear and honest communication are now open. Keep an open heart and speak your truth lovingly without fear. So this card is ultimately saying something is about to happen in your life. You might have choices to make. New opportunities may present themselves to you. Always focus on yourself and what you need to do. You may be forced to make some decisions that better yourself. Definitely focus on yourself, your truth, your energy, and what's better for you moving forward. So it's kind of an advice card in that way. Keep an open heart. Definitely listen to all avenues, listen to how everybody feels, listen to yourself, what you're feeling, and speak your truth lovingly without fear. So even if you stand alone, make sure you're standing, make sure you share your truth, okay? And that will open the gates to this positive communication, this positive route that you will be taking.
All right, so am I supposed to pick a card
Do you
now?
want? Yeah, pick a card. Pick a card.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, John the movie guy. That's what I'm focusing on now. John the movie guy. All right. I heard somebody said that you're supposed to knock on the deck to clear it. So it's from John the movie guy. This is your deck now. Here we go. John the movie guy. See if a card flies. All right, something's flying out here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, another Archangel.
Wow.
Archangel Metatron. That sounds like Megatron.
Can you just read the card?
All right, Archangel Metatron. All right, so I am your link between heaven and earth, between your humanity and your divinity. I am here to help you heal the conflict that exists between your heart and mind. Feel me in your heart and thoughts. Through oneness, there is love.
So this can be interpreted no matter what you believe in.
I'm here to help you heal your conflict.
Connecting
So,
between...
okay, so it sounds like you have some sort of conflict. And Archangel Metatron is there for you, bro. So he's going to help you out. And if you were having any doubt of getting through this conflict,
Can I share?
don't worry about it.
Can I share another interpretation?
Sure.
That may also be interpreted as there are many conflicts that you have encountered in your life and will encounter in your life. Just know that you are being watched over and everything is happening for a reason through these conflicts, okay? The conflicts that exist, definitely focus on the positive, the love, the good, because that's the best way out of them.
Okay.
Okay?
That's pretty much what I said.
That's great. You did fantastic.
All right. We're going to do one more. We'll do one more.
We'll do one more. Okay, somebody put up another one. All right, we got Raven here. So the card I got was mindfulness. Be mindful of another's feelings and needs. Someone needs your love right now. A loving thought is all it takes. So this card usually means that there are people around you, or there may be people you encounter soon that are going to be in need of your positive energy, positive communication, loving energy, healing energy. You may be that person that somebody needs without even knowing it. So this card is just saying be mindful of that. Definitely take time moving forward to spread nothing but compassion and love, because you might be a really important person on somebody else's journey coming up. So you're going to play a vital role for somebody coming up. That's what I interpret that card as.
Okay. I think you did good.
Thanks.
All right.
I did good.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I did all right, right?
Raven. Raven, Raven, Raven. Your cards now. Raven, Raven. Raven, Raven. See what flies out here. All right, let's see. Precious gift. Friendship, family, and love are precious gifts. Do not lose sight of what is most important.
So the people she loves are very important.
Yeah, so what I am getting from this card is that you have a lot of friendships.
Or
And
you could.
You could have a lot of friendships. You're a great person. And the family that you love are precious gifts to you, according to this card. And do not forget that they're always there for you. And when you need them, they're there. And I'm sure they count on you as well. So remember that you're a precious gift, Raven. You are a precious gift. And that's what the concept is.
That was so positive. And family doesn't necessarily also have to mean family. It can also mean people that you have kind of taken in and associated with as family to you. Okay. Yeah. Cody's cards. This was a very dialed down version of Cody's cards. There was one time Cody did a card reading and you were like, this is saying you need to go to Dunkin' Donuts and get a coffee tomorrow. Like, it was this whole thing. I was like, where is he going? Like, this was the nicest Cody's card segment I have probably ever seen. Oh my God, we're already at 48 minutes?
Yeah, we'll go a couple minutes over because we kind of screwed up and froze.
Oh, we love
thanks,
you
Harper.
too. Thank
appreciate
you.
It. Again, you guys do not have to send super chats.
Thank you. I
but
appreciate
it's very, very
that.
kind of you. Thank you. We appreciate it. All right. So final segment, and then we'll jump in and answer some more questions towards the end of the show, if you have any. So this one's really fun. A lot of people seem to like this as well. So let's jump into that.
Okay.
All
right. Do you want me to go into the segment or you?
You want to explain what it is?
Yeah.
All right, good.
All right, so this segment is pretty much a segment where we asked you guys, or as many people as we could, who's most likely to, who's least likely to, kind of questions like that about us. And we will take those questions, the ones that we could choose, and we have these handy dandy little paddles here, okay? Mine says me and him. His is me and her. Our pronouns here, and we are going to take them and answer them the best we think for that question, okay? So I have the questions here. All right, so the first question was, who fell in love first? It was a very sappy question. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah, that was definitely true. Definitely.
What makes you say that?
What makes me say that?
Yeah.
Because you definitely wanted to always hang out and talk, and you were always so nice to me. Like, even the first time
Just
we
because
met,
I'm nice?
I don't know. I feel like you were very, very nice to me. Like, you had a crush on me, I think. And I'm not trying to make myself sound cool or anything, but I kind of am a little bit cool.
A little bit.
A little bit. And I think I managed to get you to like me first. I definitely liked you, but I'm stubborn and I don't share my feelings very well. So I think you liked me first. And made it
Hey,
aware.
I said me.
All right. In the dark, who would be quicker to react to an entity whispering in our ear? Ready?
Quicker to react?
Yeah,
Okay.
like who would be the first react? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Remember that time at Smith's Castle and we were sitting in the dark and I heard something in my ear and I was like, Cody, what are you saying to me? And you were like, I'm over here. And I was like, turn the light on, because I do get jump scares. Like, that's my.
See, we weren't kidding when we're talking about who would get out of the basement. We're out.
Yeah, we'd be out. We have a collection of these items.
Though.
We have a collection of these haunted items, but they're not in our direct living space. Like, because we don't want to spend time with them all the time. So, definitely. Hi, how are you? All right, number 3. Who's most likely to have to pee during an investigation?
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's not true.
Me?
That's not true.
Me?
Yeah, you.
You have
I
made
think
me
so.
pull over on the way to the investigation.
That is not. That might actually be true.
It is true.
No, that might actually be true. I'm sorry. No, I think it's pretty even then.
Even?
I think so. Because then you usually are always like, yeah, let's stop. And then you do end up having to.
Because I get a snack or something like that.
I think it could go either way, to be honest. Who's most likely to get possessed? Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, because you try becoming friends with whatever you're talking to.
I think it's important to be friends. I think, because then the likelihood of me being friends with them means they're not going to possess me. They're going to possess somebody else. So try to be friends with them.
I don't think it works like that,
I
Tor.
feel like it could.
I think they try to become friends with you and then, bam, attack, possess.
And that's why I wear protection bottles. And I keep my guard up because I know that there's a chance that I could be wrong.
Protection bottles sold at etsy.com/handmadebyhawes.
Oh my god, this is so bad. Who's most likely to get an attachment?
Oh my god, this is easy.
Everybody's asking these questions. Shut up. Everybody's asking these questions. Who's most likely to get scared of a paranormal presence?
Okay, ready? Go.
I feel like you.
What?
I feel like you because you get scared of everything. Like, somebody walks around the corner too fast, and I've never seen somebody get so scared.
I do not recall that at all.
You do. You
When?
get so scared.
When?
There have been times where I've, like, stood behind you, like, in my house, and you've turned around, and it's like, ugh, because you get so... I don't know if it's because of the way I look, or if you are just a jump scare person, but I'm leaning towards jump scares. Who's most likely to secretly be an alien? So this wasn't the exact question, but I wanted to make this into a question for the paddle because somebody asked a similar question.
Okay.
Go. Yeah, I think so. Is there something you're hiding from me right now?
I cannot speak on
I
that.
think there's some more that people need to
I cannot
know
speak
about.
on that. Next question,
I'm going to
please.
expose you as an
Next
alien.
question, please.
All right. Who's most likely to disappear in the dark and go for a walk to try to communicate with spirits? Really?
No, it's me. It's definitely me.
Yeah.
That's happened multiple times at the Conjuring House. Remember that?
There have been times. Oh my gosh. So there was a time we were doing an investigation at the Conjuring House, and I go, where's Cody? We're starting an investigation in here. And I walkie to him. I'm like, Cody, where are you? He's like, oh, I'm down by the bridge. I'm like, why are you down by the bridge right now? We just took a bathroom break. He's like, oh, because I wanted to. And I'm getting some crazy stuff out here. Like, he's in the woods by himself. He would totally go and walk by himself like that. Totally. This one was a really funny one to me, who is most likely to walk into a glass door? That was a genuine question somebody asked us.
Okay, ready? 1,
Yes.
2, 3. What's your... No, you have to pick one. You can't keep going like this for every answer.
Yeah.
I think sometimes your bangs get in the way if they're too long. Maybe you just bam.
It's like a little curtain. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Who is
Alright.
most likely to win the Hunger Games?
The Hunger Games? Oh, I think that's you.
That's
you know,
me.
You
I'm
know all
brutal.
that herbs and stuff like that to eat.
But I feel like I would also be pretty good at convincing everybody not to finish me
I
off.
probably wouldn't make... I'd probably just be like, oh, a berry. And then...
You'd be the first cannon. I'm gonna start crying. I think I would do pretty good. That's
All right, do we have one more, and then we'll answer some questions from chat here.
okay. Who's most likely to get recognized in public more? And that is actually a really good question. Strangely, you though.
Me?
Yeah, like we were at Canopy Lake.
All right, but
like
we never get recognized when we're not together, though.
I don't know. There was that one time at the theme park, and you walked up to get a lemonade, and they
Oh, yeah.
recognized you before. Because I don't know. You just have one of them faces.
No, usually it's when we're only together.
I don't know. Well, sometimes they just kind of stare at us, and they're like, and I'm like, is this a good recognize or like a bad recognize? It's always been a good recognize, but there's always that in the back of my mind.
All right, those are pretty good.
That was pretty good. I should ask everybody to ask questions more often.
Yeah, so if you have a question for next show, definitely leave it in the comments, and we'll make sure to go back and read through them and write them down so so we have them for 2 weeks from now. All right, let's go to chat and see if we can answer some random questions.
Okay.
All right. Stay tuned if you did ask a question, because we'll try to get to most of them here. So Nicole says you guys do guest spots on podcasts. Send us a message or an email, and we'll try our best. We'll try to.
And we're
fit you in.
sorry for whatever product of that comes.
All right. Let's see here. Lindsay, what do you do if you're on an investigation in a creepy old building and have to pee?
Hold it.
Well, it's easy for me. I don't know.
I usually end up holding it. I'll be like, hey Cody, can we just like go for a drive real quick? And then I'll ask him to stop at like a Cumberland Farms.
Proof. See, she tells me to stop. She tells me to stop. See, I told you.
Oh man, maybe I am the problem. It's me.
Michelle, what's your dream hunt? Ireland for me.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to Ireland.
I would like to investigate a castle.
Rome.
Yeah, I would like to investigate like castles. That would be a dream hunt for me. But I feel like when we do our method, there might be a barrier there, because then you have to think of what time period, how they speak, how explaining is going to work, different languages. But we have had that happen where different languages have been able to work.
Yeah.
So we have to work on that more, but we would need like an interpreter
We would
with
need
us.
somebody else, yeah.
I think we would need an interpreter.
The only way we've gotten it to work with our method is you need somebody who speaks that language to say the alphabet in that language.
Or because sometimes there's those barriers with how they do. We usually just ask them, can you ask questions in your language? Explain to them how this would work. And it has worked. It has worked.
Laura asked, do you decorate for Halloween? Absolutely. I know my family growing up used to go all out. And sometimes we'd make, like, my mom and dad used to go so all out that sometimes we'd make the front page of the newspaper because our house was so creepy looking.
I mean, we decorate for Halloween, but I think I'm more of like I like the ghosty Halloween kind of side of things, but I'm also very like a comfy, cozy fall, autumn decorator. Like that's my thing.
Yep.
I think.
Yep. Sorry if this is already asked. Do you all ever hear knocking randomly when you're not doing anything paranormal related, like hand holding and walking around?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. And we have had experiences where it's happened without us even touching. Like we have to be in a vicinity of each other. It's obviously louder, amplified when we are in certain ways, but I think there's still a lot more we're trying to figure out. And that's a big thing for us.
Why do you think you can talk to spirits?
because we were too dumb for them to be able to talk in our heads. So they went, let's just make it so everyone can hear it, because they're not going to be able to figure it out on their own.
Yeah.
That's my best guess.
And I think more people should try it out. Find a good group of people that you work well with, and do some experiments and see if you get some results. It may not be the same thing as Satori and I, but maybe you find you get better EVPs when you're around certain people, and maybe you have better communication through Spirit Box or something like that. So try some different experiments when you have free time. Don't do it at home though. At least that's just my advice. I wouldn't do it at home. Do it somewhere else.
It gets freaky.
Yeah. Our good friend Jeff Hilton. If something happened that you had to step away from the paranormal field, who would take it worse? Oh, I think we'd both be pretty even on that.
We both would be pretty even on that.
Yeah, we'd probably both be pretty even on that, to be honest.
You
but
can't
we're
take
not
me
planning
away.
on going anywhere.
You can't take me away from the field.
We're
Are
not
you
going
kidding
anywhere.
me?
Nigel, who's most likely to accidentally offend a spirit?
Cody. Cody. He would say something that's not like, he would just be accidentally condescending, or he would make a joke that somebody from the 1800s wouldn't find very funny. He would do something. I know it. It's Cody.
All right, just a couple more, two more, and then we're going to have to end the show and get ready for the bonus show. So a good friend, Julie from RISEUP, what's your favorite place in St. Augustine? Well, that's a tough one. I love the Torture Museum. That's pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, the Torture Museum. That was terrible.
I always say it. See, Satori is the one that gets freaked out. She got freaked out.
In the most positive promotional way possible, the horror museum is the worst thing ever. Like, in the most positive review type of way. You wanna see some really messed up stuff? Go to the Torture Museum. And I think it's haunted.
I would say my all-time favorite place in St. Augustine is the Lighthouse.
I love the Lighthouse. I'm terrified of heights, though.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
right.
Aaron.
All right, so let's do one more here. No, George. Let's see. Ken really good cook. God cook? Hey, he is a god at cooking.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
He's a good cook. All right. So that's pretty much our regular show. Of course, we have the bonus show starting up in a little while. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, definitely feel free to check that out, youtube.com/Cody and Satori. Of course, we're also live on Dead Air Full Spectrum. Type in Dead Air Full Spectrum on YouTube and check them out as well. Like I said, a lot of cool paranormal content happening during the week on most days. So definitely check that out, and a lot more to come. So definitely check both of those channels out. And if you're going to join us for the bonus show, I know we had a few more people join Patreon while we were live, so we're looking forward to meeting you. Just be sure to click on the link that's in YouTube. Huge shout out and thank you to our Patreon museum members. We really appreciate you guys. And we look forward to seeing you at Michigan Paracon next week. We're going to have a great time out there. It's the last Michigan Paracon, believe it or not. They're ending that, so we're gonna have a lot of fun out there in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, and then coming up after that we have Terracon in Massachusetts. Satori and I will be there, along with a few other paranormal people and a bunch of other creepy people from movies. I think the kid from Poltergeist is going to be there this year.
Really?
Yeah,
that's going to be fun. I'm going to have to make some friends.
Yeah. All right. So that's our show. So we'll be back in 2 weeks. Next week, we're going to be in Michigan Paracon. So we'll be back the week after that. And hopefully the show will run a lot more smooth when we come back next time.
Let's try again. We love all of you guys, everyone, and we hope you have a great night.
All right. Talk soon.
Bye, guys.